Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Sorry for the technical lag there. Had a VPN on that was blocking us. Had to jump back in and redo it, but we're back. We're back. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me. And it's kind of an emergency stream here. Bitcoin getting kind of ugly. We had such a beautiful day. We called along on the live stream. Things were amazing, right? And we were just blasting on them. Everything was going our way. We could not be stopped. It was amazing, right? And then next thing we knew, check, sorry. Next thing we knew, the rug got pulled right from underneath us, 63,000, 64,180, and it just seemed like everything was crumbling. We were above the weekly support or resistance for Bitcoin. Let's talk about ton. We got in at 424. I sold at about 515. It pumped up a little more to 530. I said, so be it. Thought it was going to continue. But then when Bitcoin takes the cake, and then you had some bearish divvy there, but when Bitcoin kind of ends the show, it ends the show. But you had some swing up to swing up, swing down to swing down, a little bit of bearish divergence too on the smaller time frames. The daily suggests you probably still will continue to the upside. Just a little hiccup on the daily, so bigger time frames are all good to go, really, for a continuation to the upside. A little messy there if you just looked at it like a flag. But it really did what it was supposed to do today. I mean, that's all I was asking for. I went in last night and I sold somewhat in the afternoon. I mean, you can't beat that. I made a gain a little over $1,000 on ton. I put about 5K in there, so there you go. And that was my trade of the day. That's how I was able to get $1,000 out the market today. You know what I mean? It is what it is, right? Now, let's take a look here at BTC. And I'm going to do what I always do, is kind of look at Bitcoin and the bigger ideas here, all in the weekly, and break it down yet again like we do every single day. If you didn't know, I like to look at Bitcoin on the big time frames and kind of whittle it down, no matter really what day I'm on. That way, if anyone new is watching, they can get a sense of where we're at and what's happening. So we have this weekly support at 59,987. We have this beautiful weekly support at 65,500, right? Let's look at it here. 65,486, 500. I like it 5. I don't know. I'm going to make it. Yeah, it's 5. 567, 65.5. You look at this candle, the candle opened at 65,519. So that's the number that kind of sticks in my mind. So 65,500 needs to hold. We can actually just zoom in here really if we really want to make it amazing. And that's good for me right there. Shout out to all the beautiful people here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time on this beautiful Saturday night. So I keep harping and screaming and yelling, well, not yelling, but you know what I mean, about us closing a weekly candle above 65.5, and we kept doing it. We kept going back above it. It looks like we're going to do it, and then we lose it. Then we bring it back. Then we go lower. Then we bring it back. Then we go lower, and they're really just toying with this idea. At the same time, it makes a lot of sense to me that we have to come down to this Fibonacci level and hit this 21 SMA. Now, this could deter someone from wanting to get into, This could deter someone from wanting to jump on in. They'd be like, well, if it's going to dump, then why would I, But that's why I DCA. And I still add to certain things and I say, hey, well, I'd be willing to double down on that if we go down. And, Now, the weekly turning on the stochastics, I mean, it is what it is, right? Everyone tries to say they know what's happening, but if you just look at the facts, all right? Also, what's a little strange is that's bearish divergence there, which I haven't even talked about, but that's a bearish div. Actually, I guess not, because I would have to take that one. All right, I refrain. Thank goodness. Because you would have to go to this low point. All right, so thank God. Oof. Thought I was about to reveal a bearish div on the weekly there on the bigger time. Anyway, it still is somewhat of a bearish divergence here, as this is such a sharp move up. And this too, they don't match. If you draw that line and that line, they will intersect. And to me, that's what divergence is. It means the lines will divide each other. Okay? Don't worry, Bitcoin's at 64,200, kind of sitting a little sideways here, but we have more liquidity to the downside. Bookmap is an API liquidity. If you hit the link below, you won't get it any less expensive than you get it through me. Shout out to everybody here. God bless you all. So if you see here, Bookmap can get, tell us that there's just more liquidity below us, and it's usually about 80% accurate. So it's saying, hey, we're likely going to 60,000, everybody. All right, and it could be spoofed. They could pull this order away, but, they rugged us back down to 63, 63.8 today, and I just, that's $1,800 away, and so To me, it's very likely that we may come visit 60,000, and it makes sense, all right? That's the next weekly support right there, 60K, okay? And then boom. So we lose 60K, and that's when we're talking about possibly going down to, 55,000 here, and then even lower because we went up pretty fast to 51K. So we could see a retracement, 25% retracement, 75,000 to 50,000. Bitcoin's done it many times, all right? And it can do it. It did it there. In this rally, we had one pullback. A mass of people said we were going to 10K here, and it was the end. So you almost never really know. One thing I'm going to show you that has me very cautious and a bit weary, and I'm going to break it down a little earlier in the middle of the session here tonight. Something that I think I've shown here and there, but haven't spent like a good portion of the show on. And this is something I think you definitely need to see. Something that I want to point out to you. And again, you take it however you want it. I'm just the guy who gives you the knowledge and the information. You do what you want with that knowledge and the information, right? I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. God bless my mother and father who passed away this year. This is the dove representing both my parents, Jimmy and Irene. I love you, Mom. I love you, Dad. Thank you so much for your constant guidance, support, and love throughout my life. I still can't believe I'm saying that you're gone. Like, I couldn't believe my dad was gone. And then, boom, my mom poofed. On Thanksgiving Day, my mom passed away. We were about to put in the turkey. I never got to eat turkey on Thanksgiving this year. I spent it in the hospital looking at my mother's dead, body in a coma. I fell asleep. Me and my sisters in a state of shock. Unable to eat. Staring into space and time. Broken. In every way, shape, and form you can break a human being. Yeah. That was my Thanksgiving. Wow. Anyway, sorry. Sorry to speak the truth. Sometimes it hurts, But it is what it is, I promised myself tonight I wouldn't cry. So, it is what it is. You got to be hard. You got to be Irish, in these hard times. But, wow. They did a number on us, and they know what they did. But believe in God, have faith, and somehow, some way, I don't know how, some way, but the good shall inherit the earth, my friends. It has been written. It has been written. They think not, but we know. So, day by day. So this could happen. We could still get up to 94,000 somewhere by July. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, but we would get a bit of a pullback here to $55,000 for Bitcoin. All right, nice little birthday present for me. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying this is guaranteed, but it's definitely something that you should have on the radar as a possibility. And I go over it every single day, and it makes sense. How many times have you been in a coin with me? It got away from the 21, and we came back down. This is just a weekly. Hey, just because it's a weekly, people don't think it can react like the other time frames. So then we go to our 3-day chart, and like I keep telling you, the 3-day wants to come to the 21-day moving average, right? We've said it like 100 times now, maybe 1,000. Who knows? I don't know, but I've said it many, many times. And so far, each 3-day candle just continues to corroborate that story. And I give it some hope, and I said, well, maybe this is the one that will give us this ascending triangle. And you never know. But so far, no love. All right? And again, similar idea here with pulling a fib. And that gives you the 618 there at 59,000. You hope maybe the fib here could be our saving grace. 786 fib. We dip, we get some type of inverted, and we get on out of here. So, it's not out of the cards yet. The 786 here at 56,000. The 618 somewhere between about 59.3 and 60K, right? Unless we can get some type of bounce. And we're gonna look at those key levels right now for Bitcoin, right? On the daily. So these are all just projection ideas, but you definitely should have this on your radar. I go over it every single day so you're prepared and you understand what could be coming our way. All right. And I don't know if Bitcoin's going to go up or down. I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. I do this every single day. And we nailed the trade today on the live stream. The one that I put on the live, that hit for gains. We ended up nailing it for gains. I ended up it was up $700. That trade that I put on the live ended up hitting the cup and handle to the upside, nailing it, getting in at 64.9 and out at 65.8. It was a beautiful trade. With all the, look at the 444, 444. Isn't that weird? 44 and 14% at 27,444. I find that pretty strange. Anyway, like what each has triple fours and whatever. It doesn't mean anything. It's kind of an anomaly. Like I've never seen that, you know. And the odds of doing that are just so like to get the number and the percentage and all that all matching up. Anyway, so 3-day chart. The wicks are interesting. If we can close this 3-day candle with these in 23 hours and 35 minutes, you know, we could take that as a bullish sign. So it's not all bearish. I'm still open-minded that we could be closing a witty little candle above 65.5. 65.6 would be great. So here we stand. And here we are for Bitcoin, right? Let's go to the daily now. And the 3-day is completing its dump, but, you know, sometimes big dumps come when we get here too. But it is, you know. And what goes up must come down. We had a major move. So now we look at the daily time frame. And let's take a look at what happened today on the daily candle. It closed just 25 minutes ago. Let's break it down. We opened at 63,796 and 64 cents. The high was 65,999 and 0. So the high was 65,999, 0. Like, that's crazy. And no change. The low was 63,000 even, which I just find these even numbers really weird. Look, I'm looking at the LUNC. That's what I'm going to be telling you guys right now of the daily candle, the open, high, low, and close. So we opened at 63,796 and 64 cents. The high was 65,999 and 0. The low was 63 even. All zeros. Find it strange. The close was 63,990 and 1 penny. The Bitcoin would go up $193 today, right? So you remember, it closed higher than it started. So that's a bullish sign. All right. That's as bullish as it gets. It opened at 63,796. It closed at 63,990. At the end of the day, it closed bullish, more bullish than it started. And that could have just been a stop hunt too, to kind of sweep out some extra. They're going after the leverage hard on the weekends. Be very careful. I kept my big long open. We'll see where that goes. The big one that I opened on the USD chart, we're going to see where that goes. Definitely a little underwater at the present moment. But that's what I'm willing to hang on to for the long haul. Those I open and let them sit. My BTC USD ones. Sorry, my thumb. Man, my thumb always likes to slip. Anyway, so we look at the daily time frame. We're very oversold. Like beat to the ground oversold. And we got this swing up while this swings down sharp. And I mean, that's hidden bullish divergence. That tells us that we're going to continue to the upside and make a high above this high before we break this low here. Again, no guarantees, but it's 90% accurate. So I'm going to go with the fact that this is definitely hidden bullish on the daily. All right. Is there anyone here that can say, you know what? I don't feel like that's hidden bullish, Sam. I've been trading for 8 to 9 years. I've got a lot of back testing underneath my chest hairs. And I'm just going to have to step in and say, I've back tested those, and that's too ugly. It's not a hidden bullish divergence. Anyone out there has a, you know, have the time and the back testing? Anybody out there? Do you see a symmetrical forming on the daily? I do not. No. I mean, a little bit. I guess you could do this. Swing up, but it's, to me, it's just not there yet. But some people, you know, traditional TradFi guys would make that one. I just don't do it like that. Shout out to Crypto Billy in the house. Blessings on blessings. I've been trading for more than 20 years, and I am here learning with you. Amen. It's on point, hidden 2014. People are freaking out right now because of the weekend and no volume. These little dips feel huge to them, I guess. I'm stepping in to say I'm listening to the guy with the suit. Shout out to Stackbook Change in the house and the Pocket Square. You're the man providing the education I deserve. I would go to lower time frames. Total market cap looks descending. Sean, thank you so much. Blessings on blessings, everyone. If you want to jump on in. Thank you, Sam, Crypto Buddy X, for the $50 super chat. Getting it live on a Saturday night. Very nice of you to do that. Amazing. Got me dancing the cha-cha. Every time someone sends a super chat, I'm going to dance. Hey, well, I need a foot cam so you can see my fancy footwork here. It's going. It's going. It's going. But thank you so much. Blasting off on the super chat. $50 super chat, man. That's amazing. Blessings on blessings. Learning a lot on the 99. Couldn't recommend joining enough to others. Shout out to Jay Baker, 017. I love you. That's the nicest thing you could say because you're promoting my business and you're promoting the love. I appreciate that. I got years of charting, Sammy, and I totally agree. That's hidden bullish on the daily. Casper coin pamping. All right, cool, man. I got my feedback. I just wanted to see if I had any OGs out there that wanted to corroborate my story. So there's a 90% chance that we don't go any lower than these nasty wicks here. This is a low, a high, and a higher low. Look for us to break this and make a higher high. The daily, I'll move this a little bit, but the daily has resistance at 68,800. All right? 68.5, we'll call it 68.5, right? Where did this candle open? Open at 68,393. So 68,004 even. Yeah. 68,461, 68.4 to 68.5. We got to break a candle back above that. Once we get above that, we use that as support, and boom, we can knock out this all-time high. So 68.4 is basically the all-time high. You know what I mean? This used to happen to me, like 57 was 65, right? 42 was 51. I know we used to do that, and if you know what I'm saying. Do the cha-cha, just kidding. Thank you for all you do, Sammy. Let's go, Lifer Community. $50 super chat again from Vitality B. And there we go. Hey-oh. Wow, man, making it rain on me. Dance, brother, dance. Crypto Surfer for the 199. Can you explain hidden divs right quick? Hidden bullish divergence. Price action will pump. Usually make kind of a, you want to see a mountain. You'll see a bit of a mountain. Price action will pump to the upside. Come back down. Pull a Fibonacci. You should be at, we could use this wick. I have said wick to wick. And technically you hit the 786 and now you're in the golden pocket. If you went wick to wick, which I've done. Interesting enough, on the daily, this could really be telling a story here. We bounced off the 786 Fibonacci. That could be the most lowest price you ever get Bitcoin again. There's a chance you never see Bitcoin lower than 61,400 again. That is a possibility. See, I'm not saying, so again, the guy says we could dump down to 55. The guy says you could never get, he's saying two things. Yes, exactly right. I have no idea what Bitcoin's going to do. I'm showing you what the possibilities are, and we're going to have to figure it out day by day and put in the work. Each day, we're going to get more information, each confirmation. Like, if the next 2 days we get 3 daily candles or 4 daily candles in the next 4 days above 65,568, we make some type of other pattern, then there's a chance we're breaking out of here. What if we go down here and we make a bear flag on the, you know what I mean? Then we're dumping. All right. Let's have a look at FYN Affen, please, when we can. And we're going to try to rip through the super chat so they don't pile up. Let's take a look at FYN Affen. Okay, let's take a look at this coin on the daily time frame. Wish I knew about it beforehand. I've never heard of this coin in my life, so a little late. I always get this little grumbling when someone gives me a super chat that's up huge, because I'm like, dude, could you told us before it 10x'd? You know what I mean? Would have been nice. Seems like you knew. I didn't know. I want it all. I want every single coin that lives and breathes underneath my realm of reality, and I want every piece of it, Obviously not going to happen, right? But I can dream. A guy can dream about every game that ever happened and attempt to try to grab it. Rising wedges break up, 68%, 32% of the time. When they break out parabolically. See that? I just want you to understand that's an anomaly that you won't always see, but look at the movement there. Wick to wick out of the rising wedge to the upside for Affen. Anyway. So it came back, it hit this level. You'd pull your fib from here to here. It hit the 618 golden pocket exactly, which is from impulse to, this stuff is insane. Bounced off the golden pocket, out the flag. Right? Right there, I just taught somebody how to use a fib, right? We're teaching every day, all the time. If you do, see, I found, this is what I learned. Someone gave me a super chat one day, and I consciously thought, if I can give a lot more out of the super chat, it can be a teaching moment. And then if someone you're all about what people watch. You only get so much watch time. I go live for 2 hours. It says the average watch time of the person is about 25 to almost 30 minutes now. And I have the most retention of because I study a lot of the other, I study all the math, and we have one of the highest retention rates of any live stream. You know what I'm saying? We're definitely favored by the algorithm. It's amazing, right? And the reason is because you people stay on the stream long and you learn. The average person stays on for a half an hour. Think about it. Most YouTubers make a half an hour long video. Not everybody even watches more than 5 to 2 minutes. They scan through it. So my watch time is through the roof for a 58 to 60,000 subscriber channel. And it's because of each and every one of you. But the point is because every single time we get a super chat, we use it as a teaching moment. And so I've learned how to compound everything you do. Service the super chat, service the beginner. You see what I mean? And it's all about if you can try to, and my mind was always trying to efficiently compound my behavior. How can I get double out of everything I do? You know what I'm saying? How can I have fun? Like, I love to do this. How can I make what I love my job? Like, how can you double up? You can double up so many things if you think about it, though. It's about working smarter, not harder. Someone could be a way harder worker than you or just as hard as you, but you can outperform them by thinking about it differently and then readjusting things in a different way. Everyone else might do it one way. You know a different way. Your way might actually be better, but no one's ever done it. You see what I mean? Sam is a modern-day Johnny Carson, suit, style, class, honor, humor, technical, just first class. Shout out to Crypto Billy. We love you. We appreciate you. I can't wait to have you on the show. The Sammy Carson Show. Hey. You killed my brother, see? Hey, he's a dirty rat, see? Your timing might be right. One hand washes the other like aquaponics. Amen. Shout out to Jamal Antonio. We love you. We appreciate you. Can't wait to see you more. Blessings on blessings, my brother. Drive-by watcher, your great fashion style keeps me here. Handkerchief is a nice touch. Shout out to Alchemist. We love you. We appreciate you. Yeah, you're just walking by like, who's that dude in a Bloomingdale's men's collection? Bloomingdale's men's collection. Like, come on, man. Like, I'm sorry. I had to. My wife bought it for me, so, hey, she dresses me up over here. She sends me the styles, and I put them on. They look good. I go outside. Everything works out. I told the waiter 2 times over here. Get the papers. Hey. So, anyway, FYN looks like it's doing beautiful. The daily's interesting to me. It has gasolina. The 4 hours probably, even the 4 hour looks good. So let me get out of this weird projection that I made. Because that's just me just kind of, attempting to figure things out. But even this 4 hour looks interesting to me here with the oversold bag. I'd watch this. It might go lower, but it's definitely interesting to me. And this thing is hot. I don't know what it does. I don't know what it is. I guess I should find out and not be ignorant. It's like reading a book and not looking up the word, I can't do a super chat and not know what that $36 million market cap, Affin Markets. It's on all our favorite places. It's a Singapore-based company building blockchain metaverse project with a free-to-play, play-to-earn mobile game, making full use of geolocation capability and AR mechanics. Affin incorporates the fun element of gaming with blockchain technology, such as the utility of NFTs and their official currency, the FYN token. Sounds cool. Seems like it could do something. Got its own ecosystem, so it's got utility for itself. Now they just need to build. As long as the team builds, shows up to work, and gets it done, the coin has a place to live. And if it's free to play, it's interesting too. Play big time, play now, big time, baby. Big time. We're going to take a look at big time. Actually, that leads me on my little journey here. But back to Bitcoin. Thank you so much for the super chat. Very nice of you. Thank you for the $110 already to $129 in super chat. I misspoke there. Blessings on blessings to the 1,000 people here on the live. 319 likes. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. So the daily oversold, hidden bullish, low, higher than it opened last night. It opened today, last night at 8 p.m. It closed higher than it was. These are bullish signs. Am I wrong? These are very bullish signs. This candle is green. So again, tomorrow is going to be Sunday night into Monday morning. It's the most volatile night of the week. Just made 2K on Sol and CFX and keeps going from the dip. 30X, baby. 172, 176, and he goes. Lifer Vision. Shout out to my man, PS5. Hey, you put it to work, and you make it work for you, man. I love you. And my bag of STX just continues to bang on them. I'm loving that. And that's why, when you have a vast portfolio, almost every day is a day where something's pumping hard. Even when Bitcoin's not doing the great, right? Big time has lots of inflation, though, but good volume daily. Yeah, it does. I get you on that. Yeah, it's good. We swing it then. We don't have to hold it long term. We just swing it. See, you pick what coins to swing. When coin has bad circulation or tokenomics or sketch, but you know it has volume, you swing that volume, right? You take the popularity out of the, into consideration, and you let that take care of you, right? Exactly. There's ways to skin a cat. There's a few ways to skin a cat in this market. It's all about paying attention to the narrative and what's hot. We paid attention last night that tone meme coins were going to be hot. People were running into tone memes. So I was able to scalp tone for a quick G, based off the narrative. Understand, this is how crypto works. This is how you can get good at it. It takes time. And it's understanding ecosystems, understanding how things are built, understanding where we're going to go. You can see that airdrops and staking are the big thing, and you want to compete with Cosmos, and now you got SEI, Sui, ZETA Chain, Shido, right? I mean, you got some names here that are competing for the second best from, Solana's going to take the cake, but someone's going to want to be second best, or someone's going to want to even take some market share there. So here's the deal. Bitty Bitcoin. These are all my weekly areas of support and resistance, 59, 60K. We know 60K, right? But so here's the deal. We went below, but we bounced back. Today 2 days ago, we bounced and we wicked. You don't want to lose 62.5. That's going to be a key area. You lose 62.5, you might try to play down, with these wicks, and then it's like 55,000 could be just, a guarantee on the way, right? And you got this little line in the sand here at about 60,800 that we wicked to that day on the daily. So we hit this daily support. So right now, I got some bullish, still shoulder, headed shoulder. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. Is it still, it's attempting to put in that shoulder. That shoulder, that head, that right shoulder, right? And then look, this is a shoulder, a head, and a bit of a right shoulder here too. Interesting. However, let's put that aside and really just focus on support and resistance, shall we? So see, I took you from the weekly to the 3-day to the daily. Now we're in on the 4 hour time frame, and we've smoothly transitioned through. You can see I've just taken you through the pattern to more detail. Now I've seen this many times, the falling wedge with the head and shoulder that falls out of the shoulder. I see what you're saying here, symmetrical triangle beginning to form. We would have to say that's true, and these are bearish patterns. So I'll go with the fact that it is a symmetrical triangle on the 4 hour time frame. I'm with you on that. But I also still see somewhat of you could either say it's like we got the falling wedge. This is what it was. It was the falling wedge that kept, yes, this is what we got. Sorry. So yes, down here we see a symmetrical beginning to form for sure, right? You can see it. It's just the length of this pole. If we do break out, it should give us somewhere about $78,000, right? So this was the trend line right here, in my humble opinion, and this was the flag, or the falling wedge, and we broke out of it. Okay? We broke out, we came back, low, high, higher, low. We bounced off the 200 SMA multiple times. We tried to break it here, we tried to break it here, couldn't do it again today. Now we're back up in the greenery, attempting to make a right shoulder. This pattern, in my humble opinion, breaks down 90% of the time. They say it's a 50-50 pattern. It could go either way. But most of the time when I trade this pattern, or when I see the pattern, or when I even observe it, it breaks to the downside. It would take you to this small little area there where you have some small fitting, a little bit of footing there at 57,477. I'll take those. And then if we break up to about 72,227. So here's the deal. I mean, this is what we're watching here. And you look at the stochastics and, they could go either way. They could flip up right now. They could begin to dump. They're really on that indecision in the middle. And that's what you get when you get funny. It's like indicators give you exactly what the pattern gives you. The pattern's a 50-50. Everybody's in waiting. What's going on, right? Look at the 3-day. The 3 hour says you dump. You're going to just come break out of this. But look, I do see... I'm just everywhere I see, I'm getting this, look, shoulder, head, reversal pattern to the upside. So I'm going to keep my long open on the bigger one, right? But I may not enter a long anymore because Saturday night into Sunday, just heavy volatile. All right? If I do open something, I'll scalp. It does suggest that we get a bounce here. Let's take a look at our 15. Did we hold the 200 on the 15 was the question. So all day we had this beautiful move, right? We called it here in this flag. We got above it. We called this retest. We got the blast up. We traded this like a Sammy cup and handy. This was the cup. That was the handle. I had it in my trading group. I took the length of this from wick to wick. And I said, man, that should punch us up to about, 66,000, and that's exactly what happened. We made a beautiful trade today on this idea based off the 200 SMA on the 15. It started when the 1 minute got above the 200, and we just kept moving through the time frames. See, once we got above it, I said, okay, let me see. Then we got it. Then I saw the 15, and then I just kept doing the trade. Now, the 1 minute lost the 200. I always talk about that being the beginning of the short. Had you opened up a short the second the 1 minute lost, you'd be in the money right now. Again, I was with my daughter. I took her to rock climbing, indoor rock climbing. So I was away from the computer for a few hours today. Please forgive me. With my kid, I can't be there every single moment in time. I try to spend as much as I can, though. I was up until like 3 in the morning with you guys and come back at like 8, 9. You're a legend, my G. Shout out to PS5, Future of Gaming. We love you. We're in a much bigger headed shoulder and still forming the right part of the head. And so, lost this 200 SMA on the 1 minute. You got to get back above this. We get above this, that could be a beautiful long back to the upside, shoulder, head, even right shoulder there. That's what we've been seeing kind of. That's what we saw earlier today too as well. That's what sparked the long to begin with. I saw this shoulder, head, and right shoulder, and that's kind of how we started our whole day. Then this flag, and then the retest of the flag and everything, We had a good time trading. I learned a lot today trading Bitcoin. I hope you did too. We found out a lot. We hit our trade. It was awesome. So the my man said there's a bigger, so you're saying it's like this, right? A complex shoulder kind of head, shoulder, right? A giant complex head and shoulder with a neckline, and we're headed all the way back down to $49,000, right? $49.50K. Do you think GALA will head up to 73? I don't think, man. When I trade, man, I look at the charts, Barra. If you think, I don't know, it won't do too well for me personally. I use my brain. Of course, I'm thinking, I'm using my thought process, but I don't think as in what's going to happen to something. I think that will happen. Because that's how you get rocked and wrecked, man. What I think has no business in what's going to happen. For instance, say I think a coin's going to go down, but it breaks above the 200 SMA on the 1 hour. It doesn't really matter what I think. What's the probability? The probability is it will pump. Now, what if a coin gets rejected by the 200 and I think it's going to pump? It doesn't really matter what I think. It's more likely it's going to dump because it got rejected by the 200. So whenever someone asks me, I don't mean to be rude, but I always answer it with a pretty stern answer as a teacher to a student. And I say, I don't think, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, but if too many people short, it might pop up and then test 69. There are massive orders up there and then reject. See, again, you are thinking too much there. People like to get into that mental chess game. Just look at the charts. So here's the facts. Let's break down the facts. All right. The facts are that we came here and broke above it and then bounced. Fell through this, came up, bounced, and bounced. So this was a key support region. Once we got back above it, it's 65.5, right? Then we came all the way up. We came down. We bounced here of 65.368. Came up, got resistance at 70. Bounce, resistance, bounce. And we've now made a low, a high, and a higher low. If you break this low, then fine. It's a wrap. We're going to 57K. So now what you need is see where you bounced here and where you've bounced. So you really need to see Bitcoin get back above 65,000. I mean, I just call it 65.5 again because it's so simple. But so 65.5, I mean, you got it in even the resistance right there at 65.8, you could call it. Right? On the 1 hour at 65.8, you got to get back above where the 200 won't let us get back, You got to flip the 200 into support. It's a must. It's a must. If you don't, The symmetrical triangle is dumping down. And one thing I do have to say, which I don't like, because I'm definitely biased bull. Like, I'm more bullish most of my trades in my life have been bullish. Probably 80%. Now, I do short, and I've shorted enough to kind of balance it off in the last couple of years, but I'd much rather trade long than short. I mean, I guess at this point in my life, I'll trade anything. I'll trade it to make gains. But it's funner when everybody's euphoric and fun. You know what I mean? Like, just bull markets are funner than me shorting the bear market. You know what I mean? That's just the facts. Whether I make money either way, So, could this make a right shoulder? Could we defy the odds here? I'll tell you, 80% of the time, I'm going to say, this is going to take a dump down to 57K. And we're going to wake up tomorrow morning in a nasty dump. So, there's a high probability, that we dump here. Also, the head and shoulder I'm talking about hasn't even formed the right part of the head yet. Only way I could show you is to share my chart. No, because I'm a visionary, so that's just impossible. Are you saying inverted to that? Your problem is, are you saying the right shoulder in my chart still hasn't happened yet? So you'd be something like this then. Right? That's okay, I gotcha. He's saying the arc is just the whole left shoulder. It could be this too, shoulder, head, and shoulder. But that's a great speculation, but it won't get you that far. Because you're just, it's fine. You can do it, though. Because you could, just keep as many quantum ideas as you can, and you can fill them in as they go. But you don't want to put too many quantum ideas in your head that just, you know what I mean? You want to be expeditious with your probability in your mind. Like, how much of your brain do you want to take up at a time for your for instance, you're trading chess, and you could go 20 moves ahead. You could start going 80 moves ahead, and at one point, like, you may be wasting some mental space because like you just like, it's a what if, right? So you're going to be, as much as the optimal quantum projection is great, I found we should be we should budget ourselves a little bit, which I don't like to use that word, but you know what I mean? Does anyone get what I'm saying? Because I'm talking on like some other like level of thought process. I don't know. It's based on the VRVP too, using the value area high to make the right shoulder. Yeah. Yeah. Hey man, you could be right on. Who knows? To me, it sounds a little out there too, but people probably see my stuff and think it's a little out there too. So hey, if it's not out there, then it's probably not. It's not unique enough. So you're spot on, man. Makes sense to me, Sam. Thank you, Crypto Billy. Yeah. Like if you're in war, and you have to think about what I always, you're in war. You're sitting here, and you got to think. You're strategizing at the strategy board, all the different things, what the enemy could be doing. It's great to think of all the different things, but some things are just so far outlandishly that to keep them in your brain at that moment in time may not help you achieve the present moment and goal, right? Doesn't mean they can't maybe sit, and that's why you have different people, that's why you have strategists who sit and do the what if stuff, and they have nothing to do with the what's happening. And they sit in a room just for what if. And those things probably never happen, but they sit there in waiting for that, while this person can really focus on the front line, right? Now, he can have projectionists that are closer to giving him other projections, and then the projections can get further and further out. So they become just so further out. Again, like this, the CIA, all this stuff like that, they go as far out as possible. I guess that's what keeps you on edge. And there's ways to do it where you can't even, you haven't even thought it. Like they've outthought you to the point of no return. And that's like kind of where you want to be at one point. You want to think yourself out of your own biased thought. Like, that you have bias. Like, I know I have biased positioning based on who I am, based on my mom and dad. Can I step away from what I am and see myself for myself? And can I look at myself from afar? Right? Bitcoin on the monthly log chart is a massive slanted inverted head and shoulder. Yeah. So we're just watching this right now, and honestly, it could be a sloppy, look at this, shoulder, kind of head and right shoulder. Sloppy seconds down to the downside here too. So like, I don't know, man. I got some bearish tones here. Our 4 hours in indecisiveness. Our 6 hours kind of bearish. We don't really know. Could go either way. 8 hours a little bearish. 12 hours either way. 22 could go either way. The daily's kind of still in the doldrums there. So it's like, you know. And the small time frame. So really, it's back to the 15-minute to see what it does. But I mean, that definitely has some shoulder, head, and right shoulder vibes to me. And if the 15-minute, you know, you're looking for this, right? Tonight, a breakout and some tightness. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to be back at about pretty early, between 7 and 8 in the morning, usually on a Sunday. I'd like to see us in this area here. You know, or maybe even this area here. You see what I'm saying? That's, you know, let's take a look. I hit shift. All right. 18 hours from now, I'm going to be live. Shout out to Tesla, man. Thanks for looking at my sort of wild idea. Anytime, man. Appreciate you, brother. You're probably spot on. You never know. And what we could do is we can keep that on the back burner and continue to build on it just in case. You know what I'm saying? Your mind is my mind. If we work as a conglomerate, we can only be stronger, right? So I'm not the greatest thing since sliced bread. I'm just a guy putting everything I have out here. And a lot of people respond to that, right? Nobody's better than anyone else. You know, we're all just ethereal space and time. We're pieces of energy that we don't even know how long we're going to last. You know, the present moment in time is all we have right now. So I'll be live in 11 hours. Yeah, 8 a.m. about. So right about there. Yeah, so this will be. So I see Bitcoin just going sideways. When I show up tomorrow morning, we're in this box sideways. I'd love it if we break above this key area. 15-minute does look interesting, but I see some sideways price action if we're lucky. And possibly some downward momentum. You know, I'm going to tell you 9 out of 10 times when I see these symmetrical triangles, they break to the downside. I am seeing the shoulder, head, and the right shoulder, and I have faith. But I'm just telling you, in my lifetime, most of the time, this pattern dumps on me. I could be, you know, and I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. I'm just telling you, in my lifetime, most of the time, right? No, I see that there is a 4-hour inverted head and shoulder for sure. It's there. It's 100% there. But like it's just getting sloppier and sloppier each time. It's actually it's a shoulder, head, shoulder. And look, there's a shoulder, head, and a shoulder. Excuse me, and a shoulder here. What happens if you don't eat all day? Shout out to $168 in chat revenue. 1,219 people here on the live, 412 likes. It's a smaller stream, a little quieter on a Saturday night. You know, I'm ready for the dump. I'm ready for the pump. I love it. Sam, is it the entire bull market a cup and now we're just making the handle? I agree with that statement too. Yes. Yes. Very spot. Yes. So if we make the handle, it would just make the explosive move up into the summer and it would make sense. And that explosive move up would be the second part of the rally, really, right? He said 15x from Naka on your call. Way back, Sammy. Love you for all you've given me. I will never forget. Shout out to PS5. I love you, man. You're like me, dude. I never forget when someone hooks me up, man. You're super passionate about it. I love you. I can't wait to meet you. We're going to meet each other one day for sure. I'm going to meet everybody that's part of this group that's awesome. There's just no reason. I can't wait. I've met so many of the lifers that it's been an amazing journey. One guy saw me on the beach, and he recognized me, and he was in the trading group. I almost fell on the floor. I was like, what? Anna Marie Island, I'll never forget it. The beginning of 2022, right? 2 years ago. And change. Someone recognized me on the beach, and I was like, oh, I'm going to be famous. I thought I had like 20,000 subs then. I was 17 or something. I was like, I'm going to be famous. No one ever recognized me again. I see one kid said, are you the kid from YouTube one day when I was in a Target? So 2 times now someone has seen me, but only twice, right? I recognize abs from so far. You're funny. How many parts of the bull market would be safe to say there is? Nobody would. I can't tell you, man. Everyone wants these like concrete answers. I think it's better off that you don't look for these safe answers. There's nothing safe. It's one step at a time. We could have a black swan. We live in a universe that could change at any moment in time. The fact that we're as accurate as we are with technical analysis is basically a phenomenon. Like, I shouldn't be this accurate. It's just consistency. It's like I'm wrestling a bull every night. Best 133 Canadian I spend per month. I love you, man. Reliable and hardworking in the business. Thank you. I recognize, yeah, you're funny. It cost 707 cash to join the group. I love you, man. 63,200 target before tomorrow morning. Yeah, the first area would be about 62,630. I'll bring it to AI. No, yeah, you're right. No, yeah. Yep, 62,385. No, you're right. 62,3. I'm with you on that. 62,300 first stop. Because that's where we wicked here. Yeah. Feels good to wake up knowing this project is unruggable. Can do. Interesting. Show up every day and you will always surprise yourself regardless what you're doing. I love that you said that, man. I started paper trading yesterday and the training has begun. Enjoy being here with you every day. Bless you, brother. Lifers don't chase price. We anticipate it. Master friend. I love it. Love you, mate. Been here since you had 15K. Shout out to Professor Alucard. Shout out to P. Pelosi. You're more than welcome to meet for a coffee if you ever find yourself visiting Riverside, California. My wife is a dentist here in Riverside, and I'm an actor and a day trader. Shout out to Etienne. We love you, man. We appreciate you. I have Crypto Lifer on my car. Let's go. I love it. Super chats. No NOIA Syntropy. Big time frames. KILT, ORNJ, and Injective. So let's take a look at Syntropy, NOIA. It's kind of nice, too, because we get, as the week goes, we get hit. I love it, actually. I'm in love with the movement. But, we get hit with a lot of super chats, and now today's a little quieter, a little less people. We can all kind of spend a little moments. This is how it used to be, right? I don't want it to stop growing, though. I'm so excited about the growth. I put so much work in, and we were at certain levels for so long. And then when we just, when Bitcoin broke that all-time high, when things started to pump, when AI coins just, and a lot of the coins that I talked about for months on end just absolutely erupted, and people were like, wow, man, this guy's plan came to fruition. Like, he was buying FET back when. He was buying AGIX back when. He was buying Aura Chain. This guy was mapping out this whole plan. He was buying Bitcoin at 19,000, right? Like, and people pay attention, man. A lot of people sat on the sidelines watching my live. Like, should I join this guy's group? He's buying Bitcoin at night. And then oh, wow, another call and another call. And eventually, if you don't join the group and you've been observing the market, you're just like, whoa, wait, what happened? Like, these guys the whole group just dominated. And then we could see when the market was going to probably tank because it was bearish divergence. And then I have an elite group of traders that search the market. We're always posting altcoin setups, ideas. We know what's trending on Twitter. We know what's trending we can feel it out for you. And then we put the technical analysis to work. On top of that, I got token metrics, and I got the Astro Bot Society NFT. You know what I'm saying? And it's amazing. It's an amazing time to be alive. Open Campus Decubute 10 set. And this cryptocurrency moons. Cryptocurrency moons just keeps trending. This moon. $31 million market cap. AI-based trade group report. Max drawdown 77. 1 year return 133. Boom. Trader grade 80%. I want to see what markets it's on, Ole. Why is that taking so long to get the markets? I just keep seeing this coin, and I don't want to shade it now. Cryptocurrency moderators. Moons are also 4 years old. Check out our giveaway celebrating Moon on Arbitrum. Moons are officially part of Arbitrum 1. Now supports Reddit Moon. So it's got Reddit going. Usually that's pretty hot when it's got Reddit. Can you not buy this yet? Unveiling the future of decentralized AI development with TauNet, AGR, March 25th, 6 p.m. That's on Reddit. I don't know. Be careful. AGRS, though, is something new we may want to know about. McRibbonomics. That's crazy. Bitcoin miners, $650 million stumbles as Texans sour on industry's proof of jobs and growth. Interesting. Anyway, I can't see where to buy this thing. Moons. Let's just take a look if we can get it here and do some research. There it is. So it's on Arbitrum. That's why. It's just like, you know. It's on Kraken. It's on CoinX. CoinX got it, baby. I love CoinX. On the low, man. They got it. They got a lot of stuff. So we got Bitcoin in a nutshell. It looks more bearish than bullish. I'd say I wouldn't open up a long till you get back above 66,000. You know what I mean? Even though I'm in a bigger long, but like I wouldn't go harder, you know? And once you break up below this 200 SMA, we're going lower. And the Stokes don't look amazing. And it could go either way, I'll tell you that. To me, it's 50-50. I don't have much of an edge tonight. Bit of a right shoulder. You know what I'm saying? My only edge is stop loss below the 200. See if you can it can hold the zone, right? There is a high probability that when you stay above the 200 SMA, you can get a move to the upside, and the moving average is getting tight. So it's not all bad, but it's, you know, it's 50-50. Like, this pattern takes a little bit of my edge away. I have to be honest. And even the indicators that I use that give me a great edge are in the middle. So I got to sit there and look at you and say, the lifer's got to tell you that even my indicators are telling me, you know, and so I have to go with sideways too as well with the probability, because that's what I'm getting. All right. So I trade what I see, as should any trader, I believe. But you got to do you. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor and do your own due diligence before getting into any project, coin, or trade. All right. Shout out to Decrypted.tax. We love you. We appreciate you. Take a look at Decrypted.tax and find out for yourself why it is the newest, coolest, premier. Put your first and last name and your email address. And by providing your email, you'll be able to receive order updates via text or email from Square other partners on our behalf. Cryptocurrency DeFi tax preparation. Utilize innovative tax software to streamline your cryptocurrency and DeFi tax preparation process. Our goal is to save you time, minimize your tax liabilities at the state, local, and federal level. Also a tax attorney, so you have that client attorney privilege, which you don't get with all of your other CPAs. Check this out, Decrypted.tax today, and learn more. All right. What they also have, which I found really cool, all right, is they got 25% off if you are a lifer. So we have a lifer site that I have up somewhere, but I'm just, you know, not on it right now. But also look at their services and feel free to schedule a free consultation too. Go to Decrypted.tax, give them the call, send them an email, and tell them you're a crypto lifer. Sign up right here and stay in the loop as well. All right. And they're going to, through our partnership with Node 40, they offer the industry's most comprehensive data analysis, accounting, and crypto tax platform to create an independent, verifiable audit trail. We track the life cycle of each transaction from cost basis to original to transfers to disposition to deliver precise calculations, complete confidence, and full compliance. We then seamlessly import your data into it Pro Connect tax professional software to prepare and electronically file forms with the IRS. Can't beat it, man. You can't beat it. All right? Decrypted.tax, man. Get in today. All right? Telling you. Okay. KILT. Let's take a look at KILT. I like what I'm seeing here for Centropy. This coin has always been hot. Used to pump with AGIX for whatever reason. I used to see them kind of pump together. Streaming data, which was streamer. AGIX of this coin. It's funny. I always remember this guy telling me about AGIX like years ago, telling me it's going to be the biggest thing. And, you know, these coins were tiny. No one knew about them. But I see this thing doing numbers. Honestly, if anything pumps, this thing also, I've seen Bitcoin dump and play games, and I've seen this coin do numbers, right? So it's small on CoinX, Syntropy, but I've seen this. We've been trading this coin on and off, I believe, on KuCoin for a few years now. Because that's not the first time I've seen this coin. Definitely worth watching. I'd keep it on the radar. If it's not worth watching, I'm not going to talk about it, right? If it doesn't have high probability, it's pointless. It's going to make me look like a fool for posting or talking about it. So I don't like to talk about things or go over things that don't look good to me based on my trading style. My trading style is really accurate, so it tells me what to talk about. You get it? It all goes hand in hand. It's like, hey, this is a high probability trade, right? Or it's like, what's the point? Sam, make a G on your call this morning and just DCA'd into my favorite coins with it. Shout out to Crypto Sam. I love you, man. How many people made gains today using the lifer strategy or something that they learned with me and then maybe worked on better or did something different? Let's take a look at KILT here on MEXC. KILT like an Irish KILT or a Scottish KILT. Scottish. The Irish and the Scottish. When you have a moment, if you could look at ETH. Thank you, Sam. Appreciate a stream. Sorry if I missed it. Shout out to the code. Nah, I usually don't do ETH. It's funny. It's one coin that we really don't go. You know why? Because it follows Bitcoin so heavily at most times that whatever Bitcoin's doing, ETH is going to be doing basically 95% of that, right? So that's why I'm kind of just like, oh. Now, KILT is above the 200 SMA on the daily. Beautiful sign that you're going to continue to the upside. Bit of a beautiful flag here, too, and kind of a Sammy Cabaneri to the upside. Shout out to the 1177. Look at this. You guys say I make it up, right? 1177 with 177 in chat revenue on the 77s. Come on now. And if two more people came, we'd have 11. Oh, we have 1177. We do. I'm out my wit's end with that, man. It's a bit absurd, no? Okay, so I like what I'm seeing here for KILT. Beautiful cup and handle. Daily's oversold. And it looks like it could continue to do damage here. It just has to kind of hang out. Come down a little bit. Bop back up a little bit. This thing could do numbers. Measured move takes you back to 84 cents. And, you know, this has kind of that Adam and Eve vibe to me as well. So it's looking frisky, and I could definitely see this thing at 84 cents. Thank you for the super chat and for putting KILT on the radar for us in the trading group. I'm going to put an alert on it. Definitely something worth watching. KILT. And you do you. I'll do me. But I do like what I'm seeing here for KILT. I'll move this up a little bit on the daily. Just in a day or two, I would like to get an alerty on this puppy over here. Looks like a heavy wind could blow all the KILT upwards. You never know. Super chats. ORNJ, injective in Ethereum. Yeah, and that's why I love what I do, is because someone's going to give us... I have a bot telling me what's new on the exchange. I'm searching token metrics. And then each and every one of you show up and give me super chats. With those three things combined, we are a powerhouse. And then I watch a lot of other YouTubers at like 5 times speed late at night, scan everything they know, get in all their information. I have other Patreons that I get information from. And so I am a hub, just taking it all in, and I'm regurgitating so much back to you, and you're getting the information that you need. I'm telling you right now. You're in the right place at the right time if you're hanging out with me. I'm going to make sure of it every single day, baby. Okay. And look, my baby, orange is hot, right? I didn't even see the number of orange, but I looked at my portfolio today, and it's higher than it's ever been. So orange should be at 60-something, right? Yeah, look at that. Dude. And I called this pump to the upside, did I not? And I told you that I went in on it hard. Sorry, I'm just like, I dropped a fat stack in this coin on that 618, and we are doing numbers. I called 67 or even 69, I think, but should be on that line. I don't know why my things got unadjusted there, but dude, and I called this flag to the upside. My target is 83. We went to high as 80 cents. This thing is on a mission. I see it going higher all the way to 123. If you're a lifer, you're in the money now. So shout out to anyone that jumped into Orange on the call. Not only did we get in down here on the 618 Fibonacci retracement, but I also made the call right here just today alone at 29% gains. You see what I mean? And you'd be like, no, you didn't, lifer. You just like to, and I'd be like, okay. I have it all documented because my system identifies when things are likely going to break out. I aped into this at the 618 retracement. Orange pill. I drew the yellow line to show you where I would look to enter. I see the coin getting huge and blowing up. How much was it at the time when I wrote this? So it was sitting at what? Like 58 or something. It had popped up. But I saw it pumping up and headed to 123. Orange. And we were getting in at the 618. Like we have, anyway. Not rocket science here even. Like it's not like, I'm not trying to say it's like, oh my gosh. But here we are on 3.6 and we're buying into the golden pocket right there. 30 cents, 40 cents. And so gains on gains, racks on racks, money on money. And I show you how we do this almost every single day. And I trade spot too. I'm like the only guy you'll see swinging spot. I trade futures and spot. But I've been trading spot for so long, and I love swinging a spot bag around. I love trading futures too. They're both fun in different ways for different reasons. You know what I'm saying? I got a big futures trade open right now for Bitcoin on that, head and shoulder pattern on the 4-hour. What do you think of the project DCARD on MEXC? Possible low cap gem. Keep up the good work. Thanks for everything. God bless. Shout out to Crypto Tweak. What a nice attitude you have, and the way you wrote that was so pleasant. You know what I'm saying? Just like if every super chat could be written so well and so pleasantly generous and kind. Blessings on blessings to you, my friend. And thank you. Beautiful cup and that Sammy on Luna and Luna C on the 1 minute. And call leverage up 5K now. Interesting. Super chats, Injective, Ethereum, and DCARD. I want to see what my man's saying here about Luna C. .P, right? Those leverage futures on the 1 minuto, he's saying. Beautiful cup and handle Luna and on the 1 minute call, leverage up. I mean, you got above the 200 SMA on the 1 minute. I don't really see a cup and handle. Oh, yeah, there's a cup and handle, I guess, but it's like a little wacky. I see this is kind of the cup and handle here. But it's shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder, shoulder, two. Retracing off the 10 minute, 200 SMA. This looks bullish. I'm with you on that. But that looks like it's going to break out. So that's a possible leverage trade on the Luna C perp, everybody. If Bitcoin goes flat, sideways, and doesn't dump too hard, then this thing could make a bit of a move here. 10x leverage, it's 130%. All right, but be careful. I don't like to trade altcoins too heavily on leverage. I use very small amount. And again, what I do doesn't matter because, I'm not a financial advisor and I'm just a guy on YouTube. So you do whatever makes you happy. I want to teach you the education. I want to teach you the 200 SMA. I want to teach you how to find the bull flag, the bear flag, how to understand the probabilities. All right. Sammy made trading exciting again. I'm always pumped when I trade now because it makes more sense. I made $50 thanks to this lifer group this morning. Just paying some forward, feeling grateful. Thank you for the $10, man. I love that you said that. And with that attitude, you can only go great places in your life. Like, we continue to promote people who continue to promote gratitude. And so I promote gratitude in God, and the people around me do. And then he says it too, feeling grateful. Whenever I see someone and what comes out of their mouth is the word grateful or gratitude, I'm always like, I want to be around that person. It's very rare you see someone in a horrible, it's almost impossible. You'll see someone in a bad mood and they'll be like, I'm so grateful for everything. I hate this life. I'm so pissed off. I'm so grateful. No, when someone's grateful, they're in a good mood. They appreciate their life. They're happy. They're making their present moment amazing. You know what I mean? I try to do that for you every single time I'm here. For every single 2 hours that you spend with me, I want them to be the best 2 hours you can have in this life. I want them to feel good. I want you to feel like you learned something, and I want you to feel empowered. I also want you to feel happy, energetic, and know that anything is possible in your life. I wear these suits. I wear this stuff. I look this nice to show you that we can all do it. That we don't have to be in hoodies and rags. And not to, who cares? I'm not saying hoodie. I like to wear a hoodie too sometimes. I was in a hoodie earlier today, all right, with my kids. But most of the time, I like to dress nice and look appropriate, you know? And there's nothing wrong with dressing nice, baby. You know what I'm saying? And also, crypto has to be represented. Go to all the crypto YouTube channels. Nobody dresses like this. I'm one out of like 100. And so we need somebody to dress nice. You know what I mean? Not everybody can wear the same clothes, right? So, anyway, blessings on everybody here. Yeah. And again, remember, what it's all about is, and I bring this up a lot because when my mom and dad died, I had every reason to say, I need some time. I need to take some moment. I need to go, you know. And, I heard my mom, like, and I heard the way she is, and she was like, nah, like, you keep going, Sam. You keep going. And I never wanted my parents to feel like they were the reason I didn't keep going. You know what I mean? And I never wanted that to be, right? So, I had to, don't you get how I had to keep going? You know, some people call me callous. You know what I mean? Oh, he's so callous because he just never took some time off. He just worked through it. All he cared about was his money and his finances and his business. You know, but I look at it the other way around as if, and no one really said that to me. I don't know if that ever even is the case. Maybe I'm just being overcritical. And thank you for giving me this time to have a little bit of therapy here, because you guys give me a moment to think about what happened to me and how I'm set to heal. And I think I'm using Florida as a place to heal. You know, I'm going to move out of the house that I lived in, the house that I spent so much time with my mom and dad in, and forge a new path and go to a new place. All right. Marin C, I'm still around, brother, and still in the fold. Just a lot more quiet these days. Appreciate you and the lifers. With your positivity and the grace of God, it carries me through some days. I love you, man. I love you. Shout out to Marin C, man. Blessings on blessings for the $20 super chat. So grateful my mom beat cancer. Blessings on blessings. This was therapeutic, I would say. Thank you. No one should be talking about how someone grieves. We all do it differently. My father's death destroyed me for a while. Amen. Mom told you to keep going, so that's what you do. You keep going. She would only want you to do what you love to do. Amen. Shout out to Pokey brother, man. I love you for that. I love this group, man. I feel like some of you people understand me better than I understand myself, man. And that's what these Saturday nights are for, bro. I try to get kind of deep on these Saturday nights. Injective protocol. Looked like we were going to the moon. Everything was going well. Pump it to the upside. Had a move. Let's redraw, take a look. But, everything was going well. And we're still battling this trend line. But to me, we're just back inside the pattern again. And you would just have to play the pattern as if you never left it. To me, that's what I do. And I know it's not easy. But again, if Bitcoin takes a tumble, this tumbles down to where? To the 200 SMA on the daily. So we are looking for these key levels. And Injective may pull back. There is a chance. I got to show you something that's got me kind of on edge. One thing that tells me, we're either going to go all the way to some massive move, or we do have some type of pullback coming. And I'm going to explain what it is in a second here. I greatly appreciate you and your time, Sam. Much love. Shout out to Kyle Vero. I love you and I appreciate you and your time. Dear Lord, thank you so much for everyone here on the live. Thank you for giving me a beautiful fast today on this beautiful month of Ramadan. Thank you for the 1,130 viewers here on the live and on the $217 in chat revenue. Thank you for the 556 likes and everybody that has showered me with love, light, attention, happiness, and care. Shout out to the special people like Crypto Billy that have reached out to me and always been there for me. And I've really, pushed the thoughts of positivity and giving around the whole space. Shout out to Burke for always being there and being in a good mood. Shout out to PS Future of Gaming for being an amazing guy. Shout out to Jamie. Shout out to Sean. Shout out to everyone in my life that helps me. Shout out to Cesar Cordero, one of the nicest guys I've ever met. Shout out Pura Vida. Shout out to Love Learning, my first student ever. Shout out to Tristan Mayer. And just thank you, everybody. Like, I'm just so full of gratitude. Thank you so much, each and every one of you. It means the world to me. All of you give me the ability to give to others. Because of what we built, because of what we do, I get to give so much and change so many people's lives. And like, I'd never be able to do that. I'd never be able to do that without each and every one of you. So I just want to say, you're spreading the love, you're spreading the word, and we're all going to make so many gains, man. And you guys see me making the gains, If I didn't teach, if I didn't do my education, I'd still be making gains. But I welcome any, multiple streams of income for me and my family, and I appreciate all of you for jumping on in and getting the education you deserve. So if we lose this level, we're dropping down to 25, and that's going to be a steal for Injector Protocol, in my humble opinion. All right? If not, we get a bounce, so we're kind of at a standstill here. And I'm going to show you something now that I'm thinking about. All right? Shout out to Brandon, 2181. Thank you for the lifer family. Blessings on blessings to you. Babushka. God bless your lifer and everyone here. Thank you, Stevie M. Grateful, baby. Amen. I'm grateful. I randomly give my wife 1K today. Let's give more. The Lord replenishes. Bitcoin getting a nice pump back to the upside, baby. Like we want it. Nice little short squeeze. And we just need the 15 minute to get back above the 200 SMA. That's all that matters. And look at the 1 minute getting back above. That's like my go-to. That's like my go-to. Like if this candle closes, I have to open up a long here because every time I do, it pays. It's like the most paying signal that I've ever traded in my life. And because if I lose, I don't lose a lot. So I'm always willing to take it. You know what I mean? I'm a crazy guy. We're a bunch of wild and crazy guys. Remember that? What is it? Saturday Night Live? So look, and again, the likelihood is you're not going to make it. It's the weekend. It's tough out here. All right? But the idea is that you don't have to risk a low. 65,474. Stop 64,469. And this way we risk a very small amount. Like my $100 could get me 300? You're telling me I could get $300 over here? I like being below that too. I feel like this might even give us a little more. I go for 65,665. So 80 for 350. 100 for 459. I don't like it on the weekend, but this signal plays out so much. But right there, it was a failed signal. Right there, boom. Right there, retested. Right there, made massive gains. Right there, made massive gains. Right there, made good gains. Right there, made massive gains. So 1, 2, 3, 4 played out. 5 played out. 6 retested, but 5 played out. So out of all those times, only one was a dud. Only one was a Dudley. Let's see. Let me see how this plays out. Let me wait. Maybe see if it makes a flag first before I just go ape in. Let's let these stochastics reset and see if we can hang out above the Let's give it a little time. But that tells me, look, shoulder, head, right shoulder, break to the upside. Get your neckline, you get your shoulder. I don't care how primitive as it is, man. Like, you know, that can break out. Nice little move for Bitcoin, at least tonight, to keep the wolves at bay. You know, I'm trying to trade every day now that I found Sammy. I want to outshine everyone I know, but take it easy. Don't overtrade too much. Learn as much as you can, and demo trade a lot. Demo trade so you can get the hang of trading. Much appreciated. Sending positive energy to you and everyone watching the live. Thank you, man. We should do a Lifer Beach Boogie when you move to Florida. We will. Everyone meet me at Sarasota, Florida. We'll do like a big meetup. It's going to be awesome. Why not short the bear flag? Because we're above the 200 SMA, man. And so if you know my strategy, you can't do that. That's all. That's why. All right. But you may be spot on. All right. BitTorrent made same pattern. Yeah, they're all going to follow. Hey, Sam, can you please look at ICP? How blessed. Thank you. Whenever now you're flagging out. See, a flag out above the 200 should pump to the upside. Again, I wait all day for my signal. Like, there was no signal until now. This was kind of a cup and handle though. Right there, you see it? And it was really kind of the money printer, but it didn't come down to the 786. Look, the shoulder that tried to dump but didn't. Yes, if you lose the 200 SMA, this whole story just goes to zero. And it's unlikely it does it, but it's Saturday night. So my rules are really, once Saturday night kicks in, my rule is not to trade anymore. You can get chopped up pretty fast. You can lose money you can lose a lot of the money that you worked really hard to make throughout the week. You know? So I'm going to step away from this just so I don't get too brought in. But super excited. Look at 71, man. And this thing is hot right now. Look at the 1 hour. Now, the pattern isn't amazing. I'll give you that. But let's take a look at what we're seeing. This is what's brewing right now. Look at it. And it's got a nice leg up here. So I see Orange making a big move here just today through this little idea. Back up to 108. Or up to 108, right? I don't think it's ever been there yet. That would be price discovery. It's basically about to go into price discovery. I just want to make that clear. Price discovery is 81. Today it went all the way up to 80. I mean, once this thing goes, it's going to go, right? It's going to blast. So I was telling you, getting into Orange on the low here was a great idea. I'm super excited to see what's happening now. And it's nice to see when the market's kind of sketchy, some big moves playing out. Some of our bigger moves playing out. It's actually a beautiful thing. It feels great, actually, you know? So, yeah. My orange bag is growing pretty big. Almost at 14,000. And it's crazy when the market's out of control, but yet I'm still sporting a gain here, and I'm not trying to brag. I'm showing you how we're doing it too. You know, it's by narrative, it's by idea. Look, STX kind of plays with the same narrative. It's a BRC20 narrative. And STX is at an all-time high today, I believe, right? And I saw STX breaking up to 470. Now, I saw it maybe consolidating a little bit first, but like people just don't care. They want it, and they want it now. And so this BRC20 thing is getting out of control. And I see STX headed now. Look, this is something I would look at tonight. Despite what the market does, this is hot. Rising wedges break up 68% of the time. Stop loss at the beginning of the wedge, 287 risk-reward ratio. And again, the 1 hour may have to come back down first. But look at your 4 hour says you're about to blast. On the 4 hour, this thing looks so bullish to me. Now, maybe it does something like this and it comes down a little bit first and gives you a better entry somewhere at the bottom of the pattern. But man, I'm keen on this right now, and it's basically in price discovery too. So 474 looks likely for stacks. I own a big old bag of this that continues to grow. Exciting times to be alive. Shout out to Lakochi, man. Lakochi. Tell him, man, you could retire off what you got, man. I'm telling you. If you don't just go and I hope you could hold on to it and didn't have to get into it. Maybe a little bit of it, but if you could hold on to most of that, man, you'd be surprised what that's going to do. That Alex I bought at 9 cents, right? And we're sitting at 42 now. And you can see what's happening. So, look, I just showed you guys STX pump. Alex is the next one to do damage right now. And we talked about Alex at 24, and it pumped, look, quadruple fours. 4 and 44 and 44 draws, right? All right, cool. So bang. 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 I mean, this thing's about to go to 85. You can see it. And when BRC20 starts to rip, they kind of do their own thing. And this is kind of, I think this is also going to get started by that Runes. Runes is hot. RuneScape, right? Runes, right? I believe Runes is making some type of big move here, and it's gonna start pumping a lot of other stuff. I hope you're paying attention to what I'm putting down right now. When I pick up on these narratives, they come to me through the ether. I know you think I'm insane, but I just kind of like, it's all my studying and my subconscious, but it hits me. I don't know why I'm thinking about Alex right now. I haven't thought about it in days. Out of nowhere, I'm like, oh yeah. And once Alex breaks those fours, it's gone to 85. You have to understand this. A big player and the Bitcoin ecosystem. It's funny, you know, before all this happened, one day I was on a live and people were like, you know, XRP is better than Bitcoin and all this stuff and all that stuff. And I said, you don't think they're going to make NFTs on Bitcoin? I said, you don't think they're going to start to do some type of gaming? I said, you don't think they're going to figure out what they figured out? I said, man, there's going to be a layer on Bitcoin. They're going to, I was like, don't think they're going to stop on Bitcoin. You think Bitcoin's just going to stop and not, and look, boom. I remember saying it. There's me saying it one day. It happened. Runes is the next big protocol to bring eyes to Bitcoin. Who got the Runestone airdrop? I should have gotten it. I knew about it, but we had a horrible thing happen that day I did that. Let's take a look at DCARD and Ethereum. And we continue to give you the sauce every single day. We stay on topic. We stay what we see. See, right now, things that I'm putting out are going to pop Wednesday and Thursday. And I'm going to say, look at the gains, right? Because I don't take a day off, we get to run the conveyor belt. The second I take a day off, I would slip a little bit on the gains. I wouldn't be able to find as much. You get it? It's the constant hustle that I'm on. I'm on a treadmill that does not stop. And you know what? I love every second of it. Let's go, baby. Let's go. So we want to look at the ETH. And ETH should look just like Bitcoin. And ETH better have a hidden bullish div. And it better be ready to rock and roll with a higher low. See, ETH is Bitcoin. You see? So there's just really nothing to talk about. I could change this to Bitcoin. Like, look. We switch these two. Go to BTC USD. Right? I'll do what Bitfinex, right? We'll look at them both on the daily. And what do you want? We'll double click on both. What do you want? You really want me to go over Ethereum? This is why I don't go over Ethereum. It's the same chart. You get it? It's the exact same chart. There's really no this is why I never go over Ethereum ever. Because there's just no point. Because it's Bitcoin. You get it? It's there's going to be some, when there's a slight variation, I'll know. And I look at the ETH BTC chart and I'll see the change and then we'll, but right now, Bitcoin dumps, Ethereum dumps. Bitcoin pumps, Ethereum pumps. It's pretty simple. Okay. I'll still go over Ethereum for you, but we already did. We went over Bitcoin. You know what I mean? It's got an inverted head and shoulder in the 4 hour. Can it make the right shoulder? It's inside the symmetrical triangle. It's Bitcoin. Now you want to know your levels, fine. I gotcha. 39919, you break out. You go back to that 2750, 2775, right? And there's some chop right there too. And then you have a level here that might hold you down at about 3050, right? Don't waste our time asking about what you think. Don't let me send stack app to you. No, and you guys saw me buy Ondo on the live stream. If you remember, I bought a big bag of Ondo and just had that going. You know what I'm saying? So, daily on Super. Interesting. Shout out to Crypto Bull. We love you. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for the $8 super chat. Wow. I'm just amazed. It's so nice of you. Like, I just can't believe people would send $8 through the internet to me while I'm wearing a baby blue coat. Like, I love y'all. Y'all people are amazing. Thank you. So there's ETH for you. So you can't say I never did Ethereum. But you get it now, right? And if once Ethereum gets above 36.75, we'll be okay. Until then, I would expect more downside. We got to get back above these key levels. These two levels here are resistance. Okay. Let's take a look at ICP. Internet Puta. As my daughter says, is that your pooter? Daddy, is that your pooter? Daddy's pooter. Daddy a pooter. Oh man, I love her. I'm cherishing my 3-year-old is just buttering me up recently. Like, she goes like this. Hi, Daddy. Hi. And she like rubs her face on my face and she cuddles with me and she goes, hey. And I'm just like she's turned me into, like, I am literally a 4-year-old kid with her. Like, I'm just like, and today I was just holding her, cuddling with her. She nuzzles right up into my arms, man. And she got blonde hair, blue eye like her daddy. And she just, man, she got me smitten, right? My other daughter, beautiful too. Both my daughters got me smitten. You know, I never want to take away for how much I love my first daughter, man. I love my girls, man. My wife too. I'm in a house full of women and I love it. I love my women. And I have another daughter coming. 3 daughters, insane, right? What am I going to do, huh? Sammy. I'm going to be playing a lot of golf with these dudes. ICP looks interesting to me. It's battled these higher lows. Look for it to break. You know, I feel like it lost this trend line, but it broke back inside. So it looked like it was done, but now it's got some sauce. Now it's got some love. Now it's got something going for it. You know what I love is we've done so much TA that we don't have to answer to anybody else's. Like, we don't have to justify ourselves. We don't have to explain I don't have to explain who I am ever again. You know what I mean? Either you know the life or you don't at this point. And if you're new, welcome. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but I'm just saying welcome, right? We're going to do this every single day. Get ready for the most consistent thing you've ever seen. And that's this show. I see ICP doing numbers. I really do. I'd put an alert here, but it's only a matter of time. This thing does a double up. Yeah. Now, I don't mind. I love everything, man. Albert, I love going over ETH. I really do. ETH was the first coin I ever bought at $89. I just don't want to waste your time. You know? Can you walk us through your indicators? The indicators I use are the 5-day moving average. 5 MA right here. Hit 5 MA, and then you can load it like this. Yet white, red, purple, blue, and yellow. Inputs 21, 50, 80, 100, and the 200. I'm mainly using the 200 and the 21. Those are my go-to indicators. The 21 is deadly when it comes to scalping. Whenever you're near it, you're likely going to go to the upside. Like right now, ICP is breaking out. And it looks like it's going to pump tonight on the 4-hour time frame. Why? Because I can see the 21 crossing the 200 SMA. So it tells me ICP is a buy right now to the upside. You see? ICP is hot. It's also trending on Twitter for whatever reason. It also may pump regardless of what Bitcoin does. I could see it doing something like that. I may or may not have just bought some ICP. Hold on. My order didn't get filled all the way. They're making me chase 420. 1420 for some reason, even though we got 1417 on the board. It's all on the board. Wow. Can you guys wait for me to buy it? For crying out loud? Jesus. Last time I ever talk about something I'm about to buy before I do it, can't even get in now. All right, they filled me at 1421.8. I may or may not have to. Rip, right? I mean, that looks beautiful in the 4-hour time frame. I am catching it a little late. The 1 hour is probably, no, but the 1 hour, look at the 1 hour wants to blast. I'm catching this a little late, but shoulder, head, and right shoulder, and that says it's got more legs to the upside. I am technically buying a breakout. I'm jumping in a little, but there's a lot behind this that says we can move. Can you look at crow with knife? These people love their crow with knife, man. It's the first meme on the Chronos chain, though. And wow, I mean, it is doing numbers. I wish the TA sent here because weren't we like, even though I was like skeptical on it, I did pull a fib, remember? And I said it was at the 786 fib. And look, it bounced off the 786 and did numbers. Like if you just bought that 786, you would have made like 123% gains. That's insane. Resistance here, bounce here. And now what I do is, look, we delete all that. And this still got a $13 million market cap. So this was put on your radar, everyone, before anyone even knew what it was. This guy had us at hello. Okay. I mean, it could keep continuing up. Sorry, excuse me. It could continue up, but it also might consolidate here before its next leg. That would be a cup and handle. You really want the Sammy cup and handy to play out. If this makes a handle, I might have to get in, even though I can't believe I'm saying that. VVS Finance, right? And trade on, so you would hit trade on VVS Finance. And that's how you'd be able to trade this thing on VVS Finance. But you need Crow on the Chrono chain. You have to get Crow token, right? You'd probably, and then you'd have to send it to your MetaMask wallet. I don't think I even have that on my wallet yet. Wrong network, yeah. So I'd have to get the network and all that. See, now you can get it installed right away and then nail it. Yeah. So I got no Crow, so I would go buy Crow on Mexi and then send it to my MetaMask wallet. And then you could buy this coin. It's very simple. And Mexi would probably end up pretty fast. Cow on Mexi, but I don't think it's the same coin. That's the problem. I could be wrong, right? See, this is a hunter's dream. It's not the same coin. Be careful. All right? Not priced the same. See 008? At least I don't think it is. And you know what's funny is they both probably could pump. Like you could probably buy, this market's so crazy, you could buy the wrong one and still make gains. You know what I mean? But this is, and honestly, I actually like this coin, a hunter's dream. It was interesting to me. But this is different than Crow with Knife, all right? They got the exact same ticker. So don't be confused, all right? Pocket Network's been disappointing for me personally. But I've just been waiting patiently at my 618 in this giant cup and handle. And I just have faith that, you know, a month from now, 3 weeks from now, whenever it is, I'm going to get my payday on Pocket Network. It's been basically up and down sideways between about 16 and 23 cents since about February 22nd. For about a month straight now. And so I'm just waiting for it to eventually break out of this and head all the way up. 200% gains coming out of the Pocket Network. And I'm heavily allocated, so let's see. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Thank you for that super chat. Blessings on blessings. Still watching Pocket. Let's go, Kyle. Let's get it going. I was born with a jump. I was born with a pump. I was born when I came with a slang, when I rain, when I keep it going, never knowing. You gotta love the way the track run when it hit it. Gotta love the way the rap boot when I fit it. Gotta way the winner when I move, when I spit it. Never lost, never love lost. Never lost calm when I come with a floss. Hey, 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 I could change my voice. Yeah, keep it on pushing when I came to horse. I got a force coming through like a full Porsche. And that's of course. Keep it going when you never start lows. Hey, send me when you rap like that, keep it funny. Send me when you rap like that, get the money. Send me when you rap in the Escalade. Keep it pumping when I stop and when I get the pay. I keep going when I rock and roll. Never listen, stop when I buck the bowl. I'm messing with y'all. I can go low and I can go high. I can make a rich bye. I just love this beat. This beat got me going. I get in the studio all day long with this beat, man, and just freak it. Anyway, that's the old me coming out. That's the old me coming out. My wife's like, Sam, you can't rap on a stream. Stick to the charts. You know what I mean? Can you look at Algorand, please? Get them. Yeah, Crypto Banters. Crypto Mathers. You're funny. Sold my PS5 earlier to get a nice PC. Now I'm live TA with you, bro. Learning as much as I can. Amazing. That's a smart move, dude. Sold the PS5 to get the education. I love it. I love it. Let's take a look at GALA. Pocket Network, interesting. All right. You could give someone 1,000 coins and they'll still complain that you didn't give them the 1 coin. Isn't that funny? You could literally go over 100 coins and someone will be like, and you didn't do my coin, man. I'm just going to complain. I own GALA, a huge bag of it. This thing is about to pounce to the upside. It is breaking out. If you got goggles on or something, you can't see that this thing is about to moon. It's got hidden bullish divergence. From this area here, it bounced off the golden Paquito and the 786 Fibonacci. Like, what else do you want? Like, it checks off all the boxes. It could still dump in our face. Anything is possible. We live in a universe that has all possibilities. I love when people are like, wait, that's not supposed to happen. I'm like, but nothing is supposed to happen. Anything can happen. Like, nothing is supposed to happen. I'm not supposed to be here on live streaming, right? I'm supposed to be back at my 9 to 5 in my cubicle where I'm told to be, right? I wasn't supposed to do this. But dude, this GALA looks hot to me. And it's obviously previous support is resistance. And I'm just telling you, man. I know Crypto Billy's got his GALA stack, baby. He was buying it when they were having issues. I sold it off and then bought it lower. He was like, yo, I'm in. He's like, I'm in at Solana at $8 and $12. I'm in at GALA too, baby. Give me my GALA. When GALA hits 11 cents, it's going to be like, oh, right? It's going to burn off your chest hairs. It's going to be so hot that day. GALA, GALA, GALA. Naka, naka, naka. Haka, haka, haka. Have you been in the group? Who knows that? Who remembers that? GALA, GALA, GALA. Naka, naka, naka. Haka, haka, haka. Yo, we were making gains. We were drunk with gains. It was out of control. Cal to the moon. What wallet do we need for grass airdrop? You just got to set up grass, really, and get your grass extension going. I'm connected right now, just continuing. And here, if you want to jump on in, there's my grass referral. I think we both get points too if you do that. Still not too late to jump into grass. Okay. Still not too late. Super chats, DCARD, COQ, Super, AVAX, in ton. Let's take a look at Superverse. All right. Now, this could be super farm. Which one do you want? I'm stacked to the gills with GALA, bro. Loud and proud on that project. Love it, man. You probably got more GALA than me. Stacked to the gills sounds like, when I hear someone say stacked to the gills, I'm thinking 50, 60,000 right now, right? My bag of GALA right now is like 10 grand. So it's like, it's light. It could be heavier. But I went heavier on the smaller caps because I didn't know, you know what I mean? But I figured I had to have some GALA. But I probably put like 3 grand or, 4 grand or something in there. Nakamakahaka. You're funny, man. Nakamakahaka. Oh, you're funny. Super Farm. Change name to Superverse. That's what happened. Okay. Thank you for saying that because I was like, aha. Because I knew it was Superverse, but I'm like, all right. So they're on CoinEx here in a beautiful bull flag, right? You saw I probably was just projecting there. But that's super bullish for me. And, that's the thing. I'm seeing so many flags in these altcoins. Now, shoulder head, maybe it makes a right shoulder and then it dumps out of a head and shoulder pattern. You see, look. I've seen both ideas, but maybe it makes a right shoulder and dumps. We'll see. It has to get back above 154. Super Sam the Rapper, you're on one of the best TA in the business, bar none. Could I get your thoughts on the moon phases? Where are they supposed to enter a bullish full moon on Monday? Much appreciated. Thank you for saying that. And I did make a video about the moon phases 2 or 3 years ago.
You're turning a blind eye.
Oh no. Crypto lifer moon phases. New moon dumps Bitcoin. Right, is Bitcoin controlled by the moon? 2 years ago. Hi, I'm the Crypto Lifer. Welcome to my channel. Look at me from back in the day. Morning, day, afternoon, night, no matter where you are in the world. If you like my content and the VOD that I provide, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and don't. Then there's a full moon here, and it starts to pump huge. Then we have a new moon, and, we're about to have a new moon, and the moon cycle changes, and we dump. We get all the way to the bottom here at 29.5. That's exactly when we have a full moon again. January 26th, 27th area, and we begin to boom up. And boom. And so this starts to blast all the way. Full moon pump, full moon pump, full moon pump, new moon dump, new moon dump, new moon dump, full moon pump. Very interesting idea, right? I was on to this. When did I make this video? May 29th of 20. We're talking 3 years ago. And at 2 months from now, it'll be 3 years ago. Why that says USA Foods is kind of weird. I have no idea. But anyway, right? Unbelievable stuff. But follow me on Crypto Lifer. I'd greatly appreciate it. There's so much knowledge. There's 3,300 videos here. It'll blow your mind. I don't think you'll be able to handle how many videos we got running for you. And we put out content. If you look at my playlist, we also have scripted content. I don't think you realize, we've made so many awesome videos. We did interviews and just, informational stuff. There's just so much out here. Where's the scripted content? It should be so easy to find. Gains report, price discovery, the price report. Oh, it's price discovery. This should be called just scripted content, I think. You know what I mean?
In July 2010, when Bitcoin first arrived on the scene.
But this is like DEXs, and a lot of this kind of breaks down what's happening and kind of how you can stay on the upper, basically on the forefront of the technology in the trading group. There's just so much going on. So look, we lost the 200, so I didn't make the trade, right? But we ended up flagging out for BTC. So not amazing though, and I'm not happy for, right? That's not great. If we were bullish, we would have stayed above that. We did get the breakout. They faked people out. And again, that's why I would have went for that and then got faked out again. That's weekend trading. Just be very, very, always be skeptical of weekend trading. However, now we're getting into a tight pennant, okay? It's like, listen to what they did. They pumped it. They clear the air first before any move lately. Now that looks interesting. I'll be honest. Now that they've done this jig, up and down move here and kind of wrestled the money, it looks like we're going to get a breakout now. All right. So that looks likely to pump now because you faked it. You got it. But again, you got resistance on the 1 minute at 64,572. You got to break back above that to remain bullish. All right. Okay. Still ride it. AVAX. Interesting. I see this headed to 251 as long as it doesn't make that right shoulder and get rejected by that previous high at 154 there. But I do see a move here. Look at the daily. I mean, it looks really nice. And you know, Alois Becker and Elio Trades aren't going to sleep on their own projects. They're some of the biggest names in the space. They're going to do great. It's simple. You buy that, it goes up. Like, again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not like I saying you should be taking financial advice, but that's my speculative mind talking out loud. But you got to think about it for yourself. If that makes sense to you, then it makes sense to you, right? DCARD. Let's take a look at DCARD. Decentral card on MEXC. Now you'd have to believe in this, you know, kind of Adam and Eve with the breakout and then the elongated flag to the left side. And then right here, like so. I honestly, pretty sketchy, but every new coin's been doing pretty well. I'll be honest. This market's been great to low cap gems. Like, I've never seen so many low cap gems do numbers. Possibly 100% gains out of DCARD. You'd have to do your research, find out more about it, kind of get into why you like it the most. I saw SoulCard today, and that thing looks so hot. DCARD, $4 million market cap. Brings you the future payments with our decentralized prepaid cards. Choose between the prepaid MasterCard, prepaid Visa, shop, dine, travel, secure with DCARD. The pioneering combining convenience with decentralized security. Spend conveniently wherever MasterCard or Visa accepted, online or in-store. Plus, when you shop, our featured merchants get 5% cash back for future spending. Experience the DCARD advantage today. Stay connected. DCARD. With our eSIMs, eSIM USA, eSIM Global, eSIM UK, eSIM Australia. Enjoy high-speed internet while keeping your primary SIM. We're the first mover in the eSIM technology, providing a decentralized, secure solution for global connectivity. DCARD ensures you stay connected without compromising your privacy. I don't know this team. They never gave me any money to do this, but I just ran a dang good ad for them, huh? DCARD. Look at the 777s there on the volume. $4.9 million market cap. Looks a lot like SoulCard, right? Both kind of plays, and this is new. Like, we'll call it retail card. I guess it's real world assets in a way, but it's not really, because that's when you, like, you know, represent an asset. This is more, this is retail. This is decentralized retail. Retail spending, or, you know, this is cool, man. And the more that this happens, the more accessible your money becomes in decentralized finance. All right. Full moon with eclipse. I heard it was some type of eclipse, right? And look at that nasty dump for Bitcoin. It lost the 200 SMA. See, never got back above it enough. Look at that nasty move, man. Weekend trading at its best. Oof. Weekend trading at its best. And again, I didn't open up long. I wanted to see this break back above it. Saturday night's the worst night to trade. That's why I did not see me opening up any trades, because I don't want to get. It's just, I would have had it been so quick and a lot of false movement. This could go right back the other way too. You never know. Remember, we're just watching this ugly symmetrical triangle fill out here, and we're hoping the 1 hour gives us the bounce back to the upside on the low time frame. With it, so along here with a stop below these levels is a possibility. All right. And now my hand's starting to hurt, right? From, yeah. But we got ourselves a pretty hot stream going now, right? I think we're at all-time high on the watchers today, 11, almost 1,200. I remember when I used to have like three people. I remember being made fun of by someone one day, and he was like, I said, man, we called that yesterday. He goes, what, you and the 3 people watching? And I was like, you'll see. That was the one that got me real. Like, that one got me. I was like, okay. I was like, you want to see what I can do? Okay. All right. You want to see 3 people? I'll never take a day off, and I will burn a hole in my hater's head. You know what I mean? Not that I don't mean to be you know what I mean, but like figuratively speaking, I will accomplish what that person could never even have thought was possible. Yeah. Oh my God, you scare me. But you still scare me the way you do it. Like, there should be just a magical, nice music. It should just be like this, like, and I'd be like, oh, that's BB. Like,
no, but I will tell you something.
What is it?
Okay, so December 2nd.
Why did you look at me?
Because your pocket square doesn't, it looks good, but it
You don't know what matches. I know what matches. BB.
No, it looks good.
BB, 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 BB,
It would
BB.
look really nice if
BB.
you were wearing a dark.
BB.
Wait,
BB. BB.
But you know who used to say that to me?
Enough.
If you're wearing a really dark gray shirt without pocket square, that would look really nice.
BB? Yeah, navy blue would have popped, okay.
No.
Navy
Gray.
blue would have been nice.
Gray.
Navy blue.
Okay.
Don't
Honey,
do this to me here.
important.
Don't do this to me now.
This is important.
What?
December 2nd, 2020, I was texting my cousin because we were pregnant at the same time. And I wrote, he's got only 1 session today, but he's got 13 new subscribers and 100 people in the Telegram.
100 people, yeah. 4 years ago, like,
Yeah.
100 people in the Telegram and 13 new subscribers.
And we were so happy about it, though.
We were so grateful for everything we had in our lives, man.
Yeah.
And we still are, for every single moment in my life, every breath that I take, every single comment, every single like, every single person that comes on in. Blessings on blessings. Someone wrote toxic masculinity. These people are so funny. They don't know that we're like playing a game with them, right? So it's like, oh my gosh, man. Bagging on the haters now. Shout out to Justin Cashmore. We love you, man. Yeah, we don't even know what they are anymore. We're like, who's the what? A what? So AVAX starting to make a look, but it also could be, look, shoulder, head. I got some mixed signals for AVAX. You know? I'd like to see it break back above 58 first, and then it would be like a flag above 58 would make me feel a little better. But I'm bullish as long as it stays above the 2-hour 200 SMA there. All right. Y'all the best family on the internet. I can personally vouch for that. Shout out to Jamal, man. We love you, bro. What's your thoughts on Aerodrone Finance? Put my first purchase of 1K into it. I love Aerodrone. I got it. Toxic masculinity, no such thing. GF Work, I love you, man. I love you, bro. Probably a joke. Just got here. You go over Doge. Arrow is going to do numbers eventually. Arrows has already been doing numbers. Eventually, this thing has already been, dude's already doubled up fast. Hey, Live, you're going to check Zeta Chain and check I'm not going to check a video, Nina, but I appreciate you. But no, I'm not going to go watch a video. I appreciate you, though. I appreciate you. Nina says, can you check Zeta Chain and check the ICP founder video about AI on ICP? I watched it. I watched one of the, the ICP nerdy guy that does all the ICP. Yeah, I watched his video about it. He told us. Yeah. So look, nice little spike up to 1430. Still has legs. We already talked about ICP, and we went over the fact that it could break out here. And it was in a bigger move to the upside, and I see it going up to 26. Yeah. Don't make me repeat myself. I do not want to repeat myself. All right. Everybody's favorite coin. Everyone, I'm not. Oh, man, I can't. So, this thing was hot down here. Everyone said it was going to moon, and it did. They said it's going to be the hottest thing since sliced bread, and I didn't believe them. I really didn't. And anyone who got in is happy now. And they're up nicely. I definitely knew about it when it was like right around here. And I felt like, So I would have 5x my money since then. Since then. I mean, that bear flag, I like to do minimal TA on these. All I need is like 2 MAs. The yellow and the yellow and the white, and then 2 RSI. Like, so simple, right? And I could trade anything right now like this. That's all I need. And I'm in there like swimwear. All I need. VRVP is cool. It just helps me. But that looks like it's going to continue, man. Previous support is resistance. And shout out to everyone that's in it. You know, now it's a little late. I feel like you can maybe you'll 3x to $1 billion market cap. But you got in down here. You're looking at a 10x. And then, you know, then you're looking at 100x if it gets to to 10 billion. Which it looks like it can. A lot of these coins are pumping. I mean, I guess it could still do a 10x to a 3 billion, but you got to get to a $3 billion market cap. That's asking a lot out of a meme, right? So that's why you got to get into a meme. That's why I'm saying Normie and the memes that I'm in, you hold them, you got to give them, like if you've been in this meme, you had to been in this meme for 3 months to get the big money. You know, memes, everyone thinks memes fast money, and it seems like it is, but the big money in a meme takes time. Everything takes time. All the real money takes time. You can scalp it. You know, like this might be something I could scalp, like just put a boatload in and make 130% call it a day. Like put 50 grand and make 50 grand. You know, that's me. You do you. I'm not trying to tell you to put, you know, but this looks hot to me. And this is simple to get to. You just get your AVAX, you get AVAX on your MetaMask wallet. Very easy. Buy AVAX, send AVAX. And then I think I bought a coin on AVAX. I got like every chain on the game. Yeah, I got some Kimbo, which is up now. I got some, that was from last rally. All right. I didn't buy balls this time. All right. I bought balls last time. All right. I got enough balls now. It's not funny. I shouldn't be. Anyway, but Kimbo looking hot. All right. But this is, you know, COQ Inu on AVAX. It looks like memes are starting to make a bit of a comeback. All right. Bitcoin flat. Did nothing. Nothing burger there. It dipped and then came right back up above the... And it just keep playing games. I don't even want to look at it tonight. That's what you call a coin that's getting on your nerves. Bitcoin playing games today. Ton, we traded ton. We had our way with that puppy. OVE. And now just look for it to make a flag here on the 1 hour. Once this flag's on out, I'd be taking it for another rally. Might actually flag out a little quicker. But just look out. It may continue to pump right off the bat. The daily looks great. The daily's just getting started, see? And it says it could continue, like, see that? Well, I'd watch the 1 hour for a flag. And it go into price discovery at 670. All right. We got into 420, sold it at 510. I did. 515. I don't know exactly what I sold at. Let me see. I know I made a G. That's what I knew. I didn't really care about what, you know. $518 I sold. Even better. Nice. I got into 424 and 438. See? I bought at 424, 438. And I sold at 518. See? All right. And then I took those gains and I just rolled that five. I put the $4 grand to 546 to 56. Then I threw the 56 into ICP. And I just bought ICP and now I have no money again. Okay. Because I go hard. All right. Dang, saying you go hard. Yeah, I do. Okay, so let's take a look at ZETA. Anyone who says I don't trade, I trade my butt off. All right. You don't even know. You don't even know. You don't even know the half. Open positions, 94. All right. Who here has more open positions than me? How many people have 94 open positions? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know how real you are. How real are you? Just no, don't do what I do. Don't have 94 open positions. All right. I'm a maniac. But, anyway, some of you might have more. You know what I mean? But seriously, how many of you have 94 open positions? You know what I mean? 23, because I wish. Yeah, he's like, I wish I had that many coins. Ever might come to MEXC. It takes some time. ZETA Chain's got the shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder, shoulder. But again, everything's in the same. ZETA Chain's following Bitcoin, see? And if Bitcoin takes the dump, tell me the weekly in the 3 days says we could get that pullback. So don't be surprised if we get a nasty one. I've been watching ZETA in this very strange pattern for a very long time. I believe in ZETA Chain long term in the bull run. I like what it's doing and its interruptibility. It is taking some time though. And again, it's going to either break out the base of this, and it does have an inverted head and shoulder. It's all about what Bitcoin does. Bitcoin breaks out. This thing breaks out to 254. Bitcoin dumps. This thing dumps back down to like 145. So, Ever is on EGX. EGX. This is it here. Ever. I got it up for you guys. Burke put it out. You know, it's funny. Burke DM'd me. See, this is how lucky I am. I get DMs of the greatest, like, and I didn't even get in. Like, I was so busy. But look, Burke DM'd me. He was like, posted in group. Proof of work. I read on it. We're up now. And he was like, and even then, if I got him right there at 00416, and then look at the next post he posts. He showed it to me like right here. And the thing is a monster. It went up a 3x. This is my DMs. You know what I mean? I was too busy counting more gains. I couldn't get into that one. Gain find a Burke. Yo, he's on those proof of work coins hard, man. And he gets them before. And then again, this will come to MEXC and then do a 10x. And you're like, well, I was in there early bird style. You know what I mean? Pretty cool that we have so many different people in the group that bring so much different awesome stuff. Like, just so much sauce, man. There's so much sauce. Book a meme. I liked it in this little flag. Again, if Bitcoin dumps, book a meme dumps. People don't realize that. They think all their coins are impervious. Bitcoin runs the show, everybody. Book a meme looks good. Let's get it like a real cup and handle here, right? But I still have faith over time. The book of memes are going to do numbers. And all meme coins will. And this one's kind of set to blow. That huge run-up was crazy. We caught it. We had fun. And, you know, now we kind of find out where we stand with book of meme. So I'd be looking for it to come on down. And again, this is something I put when I'm willing to lose. Like I put $1,000 in this thing and just never look at it again. That's what I'm doing. I don't know what you guys are going to do. Your DMs contain not too much. That's wild and still going. Your DMs contain not too. That's wild and still going. The 99 is where it's at. Your DMs contain not to. That's I don't know what you're saying, Burt Baker. Not the tickwer. How can I double my 0.5 Bitcoin with your mind? With your mind, man. With your mind. I feel like we covered the moon phases in a way. Like I kind of did it. And we have a full moon coming, so you can guess that we're gonna pump. That's all. Really nothing else to say about that. PayPal on Solana. I guess you could sit there and just play on Solana all day too and do nothing else, right? This is interesting. I don't know what this is, but it seems like it's hot. It's brand new. Wow. Don't go to LFG Jupe. That's fake, I believe. Huh. Parcel on Radium. But I should still be able to buy it on Jupe, though. There it is. Dang, I'm getting crazy with these memes, though. Like, but I'll be honest, this thing looks hot to me. I have a feeling this one's gonna moon, everybody. I don't know, and again, don't do what I'm saying, but I look at TA so well, and that just, it's got such a small market cap right now, lock liquidity, and look at this thing. It just looks like it's gonna make a moon tonight. Again, I could be wrong. Be very careful. It could go to zero. But I just like the technical analysis on this thing. I don't know, you know. PayPal, right? Is that what you're saying there? Is that what you said it was again? Yeah, PayPal. Like PayPal, but PayPal, right? Like, wow, we covered a lot tonight. You guys are like, but that I wouldn't be surprised if I wake up tomorrow morning up 160%. Like, if that thing can moon. But again, I don't own any. I'm not shilling it on you guys. I promise you. I haven't gotten in yet, and I'm probably gonna miss out on it. I don't know. I'm tired. I don't see myself buying Sol and sending Sol around the universe tonight. Bitcoin struggling 64,350. And, you know, the liquidity says we go lower to 60,000. We could wake up pretty down tomorrow. I just want you to understand that, too. It looks like we could be getting a Bitcoin dumpage here. So just be careful. Just be careful. VDB on deck screener. Vitalik Buterin. Tiny market cap. I'd be careful. Yeah, I don't like to support people's, like, you know, little tiny nothings projects that, you know. Look, shoulder, head, right shoulder. You see? That's bearish. And you lost the trend line. You're below the 200. We just want the 1 hour to save the day here. That's all we want. And to end up in the box for tomorrow morning. Everybody, I'm out for the night, 10:22. Blessings on blessings. Shout out to all the super chats on this Saturday night. $314. You people are amazing. Man, get the likes up to the watchers. I greatly appreciate it. We should be getting 1,000 likes every single time we're here. All right. And everyone, thank you so much for everything you've given me in my life. Thank you for all you beautiful souls being here. Blessings on blessings on blessings. The music sounds like I'm waiting for the guy to return and tell me if he has my size of dress shoe. You're funny. Hey, it's better. It's a Saturday night, man. All right. High 59K, then mid to high 70s by Wednesday. You're funny. Everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. CryptoRus is working with Stanley Pop. Interesting. Bro, swap to Pa before bed. I know, right? Everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. And I'll see you tomorrow for another beautiful live stream. Thank you for everything. We'll be back in about 10 hours from now. So, the man that can't leave the charts alone, the lifer. I love you all. Thank you, everyone. Running down a dream. Yeah. For sure, man. Shout out to Tom Petty, my mom's favorite artist. You know, Tom Petty and Pink Floyd, man. Irene, I love you. Irene Price, I love you. Irene Price. Irene. Mom, I love you. I know you're out there somewhere, Mom. I know you can hear me some way, somehow. I don't know how, but I know. Everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. And I will see you tomorrow. Stay blessed. Stay amazing. You can, you will, you are the best. I love you guys. Thank you for everything. Have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow.